God and Me, Lesson 4. Because God cares for me, I can care for others. We start out with another activity here. A lamb is lost. Help the shepherd find the lost lamb, and which is very easy to do. But then you also follow that up with, you know what, can you hide a sheep somewhere there? Can you draw a sheep and see if your friend can find it? And you know what, they always do. And, love to make the point that, you know what, you cannot hide from God. So that's the opening activity before we read story 1. Jesus is the Good Shepherd. And so we're going to read how Jesus leaves the 99 and searches for the one that is lost. What a comforting story. And children are going to draw Jesus as the shepherd and themselves as the sheep. And they're going to talk about how they need a shepherd. What are the qualities of a sheep? Why do we need a shepherd? And they're going to answer some agree, disagree questions. And these, very easy, but it's an opportunity to go deeper in discussion with children. It was the sheep's own fault that it got lost, was it? Was it really? I know that Jesus will always find me. Are you confident? I feel safe with Jesus. Explain. After reading about Jesus as the Good Shepherd, you're also going to name the many people in your life who act as good shepherds for you. Name your teachers, name your pastor, name your scout leader, name your uncle or aunt, name the people who care for you. We're going to follow up that story with story 2, Jesus is a friend to all, and we're going to read the story of Zacchaeus. They're going to start by putting just the events of the story in correct order, but then they're going to consider how Zacchaeus changes after he meets Jesus. So they're going to cross out the words that describe Zacchaeus before he met Jesus. He was lost, he was sad, he was a cheater, and then circle the ones that describe him after he's transformed. You know what? He shared God's love. He gave to the poor. We learned that Jesus shared God's love with Zacchaeus, and then we are to share God's love with others. Come up with a list of ways to do that. Play a game with someone who doesn't have friends. Can you video chat with a friend or a grandparent? Come up with very specific ways to tell people about God. You come to the end of the lesson. Here's God's caring hands. Draw something in the hands to remind you. And the game that you're going to make is going to be a board game. And it's going to have questions that review all 4 lessons. And so kids can make their own board, and they can cut out the game questions. You can find them online, or they can write their own questions. But the game can also be used in the final review with the pastor. The family project at the end, you can act out the story of the Good Shepherd or Zacchaeus, right? Go outside and climb a tree. How fun is that? Find out about the next program. What about God and Family? What is that? What grade do you have to be? What is the hands-on component? Go online, find out about God and Me. You'll notice that the final requirement is the interview with the pastor. And this is an opportunity not for your child to be tested, but for your child to share what they've learned, to share what they were excited about, what ahas did they have. Maybe play a game with the pastor. But the final review with the pastor. After you've done that, then the child is eligible to order the recognitions. You can do that online and wear that on the uniform. Good luck in participating in the God and Me program with your child.